Hey guys, Lord Sando here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a bit about Reaper 2, which in my opinion could be one of the best Bleach games on Roblox. So Reaper 2 is a game that's developed by my good friend 123 I'm Not Momo and Yakris. They're both pretty successful developers, making some games such as Anime Mania and Reaper 1. A lot of people did enjoy Reaper 1, but it had some fundamental problems as the game was a bit too clunky and unoptimized to play. And Reaper 2 sort of aims to take the strengths of Reaper 1 and refine it into a great game, which I believe that it can be. Reaper 2 is currently in testing phase and it's not open to everyone, but the owners aim to get out a stress test in the next couple of months and get a release date in that time period too. I've been fortunate enough to test Reaper 2 and I'm incredibly pleased with how things have gone. I actually live streamed the game last weekend and I was just playing and messing around with a few friends. And the combat system is just so unique and so fun that you can play it for several hours and still not get bored just by going and sparring people that are currently in the game. Reaper 2 does not aim to emulate any game's combat system. Like, I see a lot of games trying to copy Rogue Lineage or stuff like that. Reaper 2 is its own thing and the developers are very innovative and they know what they're doing when it comes to this stuff. And as a result, they're not really afraid to try out a new combat system which people haven't really seen on Roblox, and I think that describes what Reaper 2 currently has. Reaper 2's combat system is quite skill based and unique, like I said before, and that's why it might be a little bit frustrating for newer players. But I found this very fun and it made the game quite engaging. Every fight was different and the amount of content that's currently in the game in terms of like the actual shikais and the progression that's there is a lot, given the fact that we still have a lot of content that still needs to be added to the game. A lot of the stuff that you see right now is still being changed, and if you pay attention to the update logs in the Reaper 2 Discord server, you'll notice that the developers are hard at work and none of this stuff is going to stay the same. A lot of it is changing. The owners are quite open to feedback and suggestions. I told Momo about this one way in which you could sort of cheese the NPCs, and he fixed it almost immediately. This is always what you want to see from a Roblox developer, someone who can listen to their community and reflect on feedback positively. I was actually doing some 1v2s between my friend Cabbage Lord and Momo, and I came very close to beating them the second time, and I think I did beat them once. The way that Reaper 2's combat system works is that it makes it quite easy to do stuff like this and have skill-based outplays, because you can really react to what your opponent is doing. For example, there's this one move which sends you flying into the air and you shoot a Ryatsu blast down on the ground, but there's also another Soul Reaper move which pulls enemies down, and the first move which I described has no hyper armor, so you can use that to counter the other move and get a free combo off. I mentioned that the mechanics were quite unique, so let me go ahead and show you guys what I mean by that. So progression in Reaper 2 will allow you to basically upgrade stats in all of these different trees. Currently there's a fist tree, a sword tree, racial abilities tree, speed tree, and a shikai tree. Testers can basically give themselves infinite stat points, so these don't matter so much at this moment, but when you play the game, you'll have to actually progress and choose what you want to specialize in. The stat trees aren't actually like other games. Some of the buffs that you can get from the trees are actually quite interesting. So it might be like, oh, this move now has less wind up and has hyper armor. So a move that you would get punished for using before, you can now use as a combo extender. It's really cool that they didn't just take the easy way out and just to do, oh, plus 10 damage for this move, plus 50 damage for this move. They actually thought about these things, and especially the speed tree, which I'll show you guys soon, is something that I'm very excited about. So this move, Speed Blitz, is a teleporting combo starter with a long wind up, and you can use it in mix-ups. You don't actually have to commit to actually attacking the enemy, because if they manage to block it, then they get a free combo off on you, but if you manage to land the hit, then you get a combo on them. There's also a move called Flash Escape, which is basically an evasive, and that's going to be your main tool as to how you're going to be able to escape combos in this game. As well as this, Shikai transformations are evasive iframes, so you can use them in the middle of a combo and really save yourself from any situation. So the combat is pretty combo based. You have to basically be able to land your hits and then extend with your abilities. There aren't too many combo extenders in this game, but the ones that do exist are pretty powerful moves. With max speed, you get up to 10 flash steps and they regen when you don't use flash steps. So this can make combat quite fast paced. And if I haven't said so already, I really love the way that the flash steps look. They look really clean and the animations are amazing. So here I'm going to show you an example of what's called a flash step follow-up. This is a combo extender. Basically, when you end your M1 chain, you'll send your enemies back flying into the air, and you can use flash step and teleport to them, and with that you'll be able to continue a combo and do some crazy air combinations. This is what the typical combo looks like with my Shikai, which is probably one of the best Shikais in the game. You have this combo extender with the X move, which freezes them, and then you send them flying into the air, flash step up, and then combo up, and then whirlwind. That does like so much damage to them. So it's not like ABA where you get caught by one combo and you're dead. You have evasives, every single person has access to that evasive, so long as they put points in speed, and your Shikai gives you either iframes or it gives you your health back. As well as this, a well executed combo will only do like half of your health at max, so you can really play out a fight for a long period of time before you actually die, including health regen. The game isn't only based on these melee combo moves, there are a lot of range moves as well, and you can really use these to put the pressure on your opponent and make sure that they don't have time to breathe. With the blocking mechanics and the way that the hyper armor, evasives and iframes all interact, it makes the game quite skill based, and if you're able to know your kit completely and use everything to its full potential, then you can pull off some crazy 1v2s like I'm currently doing right now. There's a lot of build diversity in this game. Not everyone's a Soul Reaper. I think there are like 6 or 7 different races, and they all have their different skill trees. And combined with the fact that there are a ton of Shikais, people are going to have completely different builds, and you'll be seeing a lot of diversity in this game, rather than a clear meta. In my opinion, Reaper 2 just needs a bit more work with the NPCs, and as the developers said, they're working on the quest system and finding more ways to allow the players to progress. When they add those things to the game, I think it'll be a top tier game and a lot of people will enjoy it. It should be a fan favourite, and I'm very excited to see it succeed. The PvP in this game is very fun, and it's something that I would like to play more in my free time. And as the game gets more updates, I will definitely be posting more videos about it, so that you guys can see what I'm doing in the game. I'll leave this 1v2 for you guys to see. It was incredibly close, and I'm sort of heartbroken at the way it ended, because I know it could have went either way. If I was just a bit more careful and frugal as to how I use my evasives, I think this fight could have ended in a completely different way. I'll be leaving the link to the Reaper 2 Discord server in the pinned comment and description, so go and check that out. I know you guys will enjoy it. As always, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.